We are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back into this live. This one is my.
Sorry, Stefania, you've gone on mute.
Oh, I'm live again. I mean, I'm with the microphone on again. Thank you. I was saying thank you, Tom, for being my first guest in this 2026. We keep on going in our mission in creating the new leaders for leading healthy and in a good way the new generations. So today we are keep on going with our series made of 5 episodes, and today we have the first one, which is the one about emotional intelligence. The title is Loving Yourself Instead of Controlling People. So welcome, Tom, and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Stefania. Happy New Year to you too, and Happy New Year to anyone else who's listening.
Okay, so let's start first of all with this topic today, because we have said previously in the previous episode how much is important to not controlling people, but to make them in a position where they feel so comfortable to talk to us. And in this talking, they say information which allows us to give them better task, to make our final goal aligned with their values as well. And I really care about this episode today because I think that no matter what we are doing in our life, doesn't matter if we are talking about personal life or private, it's the same, private life or professional one, we can really be the best version of ourselves, as a lot of Tom like to say. And we can really transfer these energies only if somehow we are in peace with ourselves. So we are not actors. We do not have any training in body language, which is like a very strong percentage of our communication. So when we communicate, actually, we communicate 7% with the word that we use, 35%, if I'm not mistaken, with the tone of the voice while we are speaking, and all of the rest is body language. So if we are not aligned with our soul, with whoever we are inside, no matter what action we have to do, I believe that somehow we are going to transmit this message outside. So I think that a leader, a successful leader, a leader that the people want to follow, want to lead, want to have around, has to be aligned with themselves. And therefore, I wanted to call this one Loving Yourself. This episode, Loving Yourself.
Yeah, I mean, the way I see leadership, like when I talk about leadership, I say it's about other people, but it starts with you. And what that means is, working on yourself every single day. So as you just said, being the best version of yourself, and especially on who you are and how you feel on the inside, because no matter what you feel or who you believe you are on the inside, it will always come across on the outside, and people will always see it. So especially when you're in charge of a team, how you behave will always be observed. You know, how you speak will always be observed. It will always be remembered by the team. So if you
Mhm.
if you talk to a team in a bad way or like a derogatory way, they will remember that, and they will take that on board, and it will influence their own behavior, and it will influence how they feel about being part of the team that you're leading. So, as you say, your body language, your tone of voice. I mean, one of your posts today, or was it today or yesterday, about accents and stuff like that. You know, like how you sort of come across to your team is so important, and especially when you're trying to inspire your team to be their best selves. You know, work on themselves every single day, become their most valuable that they can be, and all of these things, as you say, align with each other, and it's just all so important to your own leadership and how you come across to your team, because as I say, it'll always be observed. It's like, you know, no matter what, you're always a role model, always watching you, and we all need to be aware of that. You know, and even if you're not a part of or are surrounded by your team, you're surrounded by somebody else. They're always going to be observing you as well. They're always going to be listening to what you're saying, how you say it, how you behave, how you act. So it's just all so important, especially in the workplace and in your professional life, but also, as you say, in your personal life, when you're around your friends, when you're with your family. You know, and if you're trying to sort of put across a certain, or influence a certain person in a positive way in your family or within your friends, then they will be observing you as well. So as I say, as you've said, it's so important to align who you feel you are, who you believe you are, with how you act, how you behave, what you say, what you think, and how you basically lead your people. It's all important.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I believe that, I mean, every person that I felt I was trying to control in me, workplace or personal life, somehow there was something inner where they were not happy. So they were
Mm.
trying to use their power, if I might say something like that, for filling that hole inside them. Why, when a person is very confident and he trusts the process, they trust the people around them. It's the moment where they let it go and the leadership starts. At least this is my experience, and this is what, I mean, other people, when I talk to, had experiences as well. So yeah, I think we are just going into talking about the art of letting go, because I believe that is the only way for stopping controlling people. So we don't want any micromanagement at all. Like we were saying in the previous episode, we are going to remind it also this time. And also, I believe that one of the skills that we need to develop in the future, so we can start today, is the emotional intelligence, which means that we need to feel empathy for our people, because if we really understand the struggle that they are facing, or the wins that they want to achieve, especially if we are working with an ambitious team, we can, I mean, all of the rest, I think, is going to follow as a consequences. I always says that whatever we call problems are actually our emotions. So many times when something unexpected happens, we start panicking, or we get angry because we do not have the free time, or because the plan can progress like we expected, etc. But if you think deeply, actually, every time we say, oh, I have a problem with someone, I have a problem with something, we are always talking about our emotions. So I think that we really need to start talking about emotional intelligence as well.
Yeah, I mean, the word that you used at the beginning was trust, and without trust with our people, there's no way that we can increase our positive influence. There's no way we can lead, because you need the trust is the foundation of leadership. And if you're going to empower people, to speak their mind, to use their emotions, have that emotional intelligence, then you need that trust in the beginning. You need to show that empathy. You need to put yourself in their shoes. And the best way to do that for me is to, first of all, listen to them. Listen to understand your people. Don't listen to reply, as we've spoke about before.
Yeah.
Show that you're caring for them. Show them that, make them feel heard, make them feel cared for.
That you'll be there.
Exactly. Have their back, basically. And when you do that, and when the person feels that they feel cared for, then they're more likely to say what they feel they need to say. Have that emotion, show that emotion to you. And when they do show that emotion, it's up to you to, as or it's your responsibility to help them, add that value that you have to them, and sort of inspire them to want to grow from that, learn from anything that they're talking about, learn from any mistakes that they've made, any failures that they've made, make them feel that it's okay to do that. It's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to fail on certain things, as long as they use that mistake and that failure to learn. And one of the, as I say, that the best ways to do that is to listen to them first of all, and not tell people what to do, not tell them how to do it, but to ask them questions, empowering, thought-provoking questions that can make them develop themselves and sort of develop any solutions to mistakes they've made, or learnings that they've made. And as I say, the first or the best way to do that is by having that trust in the beginning and building a relationship with the person or with the people, and showing that you care about them.
Yeah, even though the question here would be, how would you achieve the trust? And actually, I achieve the trust when there's no drama around and I feel in peace. And one way for the trust is actually through the confidence. So we need to feel confident, and you can feel in that way only when you're sure that you are in control of the situation, not for the people, but on the situation. So you know that whatever is going to happen, you have problem-solving skills. You have enough experience to predict what might happen, what you can mitigate as a risk, anything like that. And when you feel quite confident that no matter what hurricane is going to come, you are going through it and you will survive. This create a kind of peace around you, because people feels like you're protecting them. I think also in English you have the expression like staying below the wing. Do you have something like I protect you below my wing?
Yeah, take you under our wing is like take you under my wing is like a sort of like what a mentor would do, or like as you say, like a leader would do.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. So yeah, I mean that is actually what you have to do it, but you can protect the other people only if you feel safe. It's like when you are in the airplane and this is when there is the announcement for safety and a health procedure. They just say something like just put the oxygen mask first of all on your face and then take care of your baby. Why?
Mm.
Because actually, I mean, I know that your baby is your first priority as a mom, but in reality, if you are not 100% there, if you're not fully capable of taking care of the baby, you can't take care of the baby. And this is the vision that the leader has to have, to believe in. And so first of all, you need to be a very structured person. You need to accept that something might not go as expected. You need to listen to your people. And in this way, I want also to highlight that it might be good asking in your organization if you can be involved into the recruitment process, because many times the attitude of the people is so important. Now it's getting more important even of whatever is written on the CV. Why even actors, they just do like when they need to add a new actor in a group that is already done like in series, they just do tests to see if the actors works well together. So they never choose one single person in a single way. And you need to do the same in your recruitment process. So please ask your organization, if you're not there, if you can participate in the recruitment process for choosing your people, because this will give you the possibility to making delegation easier. Because, I mean, the energy is there when you choose the right people around you.
Yeah, I mean, well, as you say, just on that knowledge about when you mentioned about when you're on the airplane and you put your mask on first and before you tend to your baby, that's like the quote I mentioned before. Leadership is about other people, but it starts with you. So you work on yourself to become the most valuable leader you can be, so that you can add the most value to your people. Because that's a leader's job, is to add value to the people, to help them develop themselves into become the most valuable leaders they can be. And when you talk about the recruitment process, if you're a part of that, and especially as part of the interview process, if you're asking the person questions, but you're not asking them questions off an interview sheet, you're asking them questions from your own heart and your own mind about, like, trying to find out about their backgrounds, trying to find out about their history, what they see for themselves in the future, like what do they see themselves in this new role, how do you see it? And then if you were to take on one of those people who you've interviewed, then it's up to you again as the leader to treat that person in the way that you would like to be treated. It's up to you as the leader to develop or help the person to develop, so that they're good enough to leave your team, but you treat them well enough that they don't want to leave. If you can get to that stage or that level, then imagine how inspired your team is going to be. Imagine how much your team is going to want to go the extra mile for you and for the team. If you can keep your team working on themselves every single day as well as you are, and you lead them by example, by taking those actions. Imagine how much better your team will get every single day, the more that they work on themselves. And it's up to you as the leader to inspire them to want to do that.
I might had something about like that goes into economical financial part. But I just want to mention how much damage might cause losing one person in your team. It means that some bond is broken. So emotionally speaking, questions like, did I do something wrong, may raise in the team's people mind, which is never good, because there's never going to be a right answer for that. But even in terms of money, like losing a team member means that usually study says that it takes 6 months at least for a new person to become as knowledgeable on a project as it was the one that left. So it means that the company is going to pay more or less 6 months of salary for without seeing any profit, because the person is not ready yet to produce as much value as the person that left. If the person left because they were not happy with the leadership, it means that you have a bad reputation on the market, which means also that you are more like, you might find the difficulties in finding new talent people that want to work for you, because people talks and the rumors are everywhere. So I mean, it happens all the times that people are called and they are not showing up in the interview because they already know someone which left because the leadership was not protecting them. So if you have also this problem about the reputation, it's a long process to recover from this negative point. So training your leaders with the new generation's ideas is actually making your business healthier. People feels like the workplace is a place where they want to go, right? Where they can improve themselves. And when your leaders as well are allowing the team members to be the best version of themselves, it means that later on they can bring in new ideas, and those new ideas are part of your uniqueness of business value. So I can see only positive points in this new leaders style. What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, what you're saying there about the word gets around if you've got a bad reputation, or word of mouth advertising to attract top talent is so important. And the only way to do that is to, first of all, you as the leader, just speak positively about, you as the leader, speak positively about your team, and inspire your team to speak positively as well. But the only way you can do that is by doing everything that you've just said, which is, empower your team to want to share their own ideas, to feel comfortable to share those ideas. And it's also up to you as the leader to share your vision with the team and invite your team to give their ideas to develop that vision, so that you're all working to the same vision, you're all working to the same goal, you're all going the same way. And when you first share your vision with the team, not everybody's going to be on board, not everybody's going to buy in straight away. So that's why you need to involve the team first of all, and invite their ideas, and basically make them feel that they want to give those ideas and give what they think, or say what they think, and basically do what you've just said.
The point is just, I believe, but I am one of them, sometimes, you might have a dream, but I say like it just is a dream until you're not going to do any move to it. And when you do action and challenges for reaching your dream, actually, and then it's going to come a time where you feel like you have reached your dream. Actually, that version is completely different from the first one, because during the process you develop new ways with that fit you better. So in this case, even if you motivate your people, okay, they can express their ideas, fine. I am sure that in 1 year of time, in 2 years of time, something like that, they have new ideas that if you were not shaking them with your leadership, they were not producing those ideas. They were just stuck in whatever was before. So it's, of course, they need to share the ideas, but keep in mind that I'm sure that in the future they are going to have new ideas that today they are not defined yet.
Exactly. I mean, it's all about continuous improvement, continuous development, and they need to feel, as you say, that they need to feel that empowerment to want to continuously improve, and like an idea that they had yesterday might be better today, or an idea that they had last week might be better next week. So it's not all, it doesn't all happen at once, and it doesn't all happen overnight. And they just, you need to sort of inspire your team to want to give those ideas and develop them. First of all, develop themselves, but also develop their ideas, collaborate with each other with any new ideas or anything that they think might be a great idea or a big idea to, maybe start a new project or something like that. But they need to be able to, first of all, want to do it, and second of all, feel that they can do it. Feel that you created that environment for them to want to develop those ideas and turn them into something amazing. And even if it's one of those ideas is somebody's dream, give them the sort of freedom to express that to you and listen to them as well. Ask them the question, like, this idea, like, how do you feel about this developing your dream? Like, how would that make you feel? And see what they say. And if it makes them feel great, then help them to empower them to develop that dream.
So we are almost a half an hour. So if you want to add something, otherwise I'm going to close the live, and we are going to meet the next week for our last episode. Do you want to add anything more? I would just say that, so to summarizing, to sum up, sorry, we can say that if you are not aligned with your soul, you are more likely to get into the micromanagement, which is something that we do not want. So first of all, you need to work on yourself. You need to know who are you, what do you like, what kind of values makes you in peace with yourself, and doing actions every day for like that are aligned with your values. And then this way, all of this energy is gonna be transferred as well into your body language, your tone of voice, the word you choose, or your communication while you're a leader. And when you are this type of leader, which is very confident, really delegating your team is going to be really easy. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for had been here today with us. If you're watching this video as a rewatch, thank you for being here. Keep in mind that We have our last episode, which is going to be live next week. And that episode is from leadership to legacy. And we're going to see how to build systems that actually are going to last. Because as we were saying, we do not want to change processes and people too frequently. It's never a win. Everyone are going to lose if that happens. So thank you so much, Tom, for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being with us today. And happy New Year, since this is the first live of 2026. And see you next week. Bye-bye.
See you later.